I really thank you for your time on this panel today. And but I do want to ask another question to Princess Esmeralda specifically. So I know I had asked before, but what is your hope also for the survival of humanity?
I have hope because I see a big alliance. I see an alliance of the young people. They have been amazing since those last years. I see an alliance of the indigenous people, and this is very strong, the young and the indigenous together. I see so many good things from women. We heard it also before. Women are standing up for nature and for stop ecocide. And so I can see so many individual initiatives, and it's bubbling everywhere. But we need to put the pressure and continue.
Yes, I agree. And Jojo, I would like to hear more expertise on your opinions on Ecocide and how we can join youth activists in the movement.
Yes, this is wonderful. We have actually a growing new aspect to the movement called Youth for Ecocide Law, which is all about creating and sharing resources that enable those amazing voices among the young people to have the information that they need to bring this issue of ecocide law and criminalizing mass harm to the earth into whichever networks and whichever forums they're already speaking. So this is a really powerful aspect. And we know that this week in New York at the Climate March, there will be a strong Stop Ecocide flavor, and also that ecocide law is one of the key demands that's going to emerge this week from the Climate March. So that's really exciting.
Yes. And Sophie, would you like to add any words to that?
I mean, just to say, there's a lot of movement here towards this effort with the Stop Ecocide Law, and it's fantastic that the UN high-level champions have included it in the report that came out today, and so that's something that we haven't had before. We are seeing a lot of endorsements from not just kind of governments and businesses around the world, but generally speaking, it's kind of something that people are hearing and kind of really resonating with. So I think when you have as we've mentioned, the combination of the young people of different communities around the world, business and regulators who are hearing this and it makes sense to them, I think that that's really powerful. And like I said before, timing now is a unique moment, and I hope that we can kind of keep pushing this forward and have it adopted into international law in the not too distant future.
Yes. And Princess Esmeralda, any words on this?
Yeah, I have a lot of hope. And yes, it's true that at the Climate Week, everything is sort of happening. And obviously, we have also the Secretary General who said recently that it's not the activists who are the radicals, but it is the polluter and the companies who do so much damage to the environment. So this is a clear message against ecocide.
Yes. Do you have any words of inspiration for our audience today, starting with Jojo?
Yes, I think this is a time where we all need to realize how much power we actually have when we speak out. And so I think that again, it's the power of the voices that, joining together is really super important. And we're starting to hear this conversation around ecocide kind of bubbling up right from the grassroots level up to the UN. The first UN General Assembly report that went in recommending the criminalization of ecocide was just a couple of weeks ago. So, this is a conversation that is set to grow, and we believe that, whatever happens over the next few years, however we emerge from this mess, we are going to need this kind of law in place, because we need to be able to respect our environment and respect the fact that we are part of it. And unless we have those parameters in place, it's going to be very hard to emerge into something new. So we see that although this is not going to fix everything, it's one of those kind of necessary but not sufficient conditions. We must have something like this in place in order to move forward. So we know this is coming. It's just a question of when. So it's just about accelerating it now.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Sophie, would you like to add any words?
Yeah, just to say that I think we're we really need to keep focusing on the fact that we don't have a huge amount of time to turn this around. Regulation can take a really long time. The regulatory cycles, the parliamentary process absolutely takes a long time though. So we absolutely need to get this across. And I think the way that we do that is by, for people who feel that this kind of resonates with them, as it has with myself, clearly with the others on the panel who felt, compelled to kind of take this up as a cause, to absolutely kind of firstly reach out to us and let us know, but to endorse it in whichever kind of context you're in, whether that is business or whether that is government or whether it's civil society, because we need as many voices and people championing this idea as possible, because it takes a while naturally to get such a big international law through. So we need to start now. So just in terms of inspiration, I mean, if you feel compelled, if you feel like this resonates with you, then do get in touch. And if you're a part of a business, you can endorse the Open Business Letter as well very easily on the Stop Ecocide website.
Yes, thank you. And Princess Esmeralda, would love to hear from you as well.
Yes, we have just a little window of opportunity. We don't have much time. So it's about time that we care for the only home we have, this planet, that we care for Mother Earth, that is giving us everything, the food, the air, the water. And it's about time that we just raise up to protect it and to stop the damage, to have more love for Mother Earth.
Yes, thank you. Well, thank you so much for a wonderful panel. I really appreciated your time today. We are leaving with a lot of inspiration and actions to take.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.